Hey, Hannah. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! And it's Skeleton Hannah today.
Oh, yeah, Skeleton Hannah. So,
Excuse you.
listen, if you're not watching the podcast today, like watching the video recording of the podcast, then what are you doing? Because today is a special day.
It's our season. It's our
Yes,
holiday.
we are going to put up the video recording on Facebook. So
we'll probably link it in our bio on Instagram too.
So
and on
if
Twitter.
you're not subscribed to us on Patreon and you've always wanted to see one of our video recordings of the podcast, then please watch us.
Because I'm a spooky skeleton.
Yeah, Hannah's a spooky skeleton. I didn't do anything special.
Ryan's got green hair. It's fun.
Yeah, I did dye my hair
I just
green.
did this like an hour ago. So.
I had 5 different people ask me yesterday if it was for the Joker. Like if I was doing a Joker costume, and I was like, no.
No.
Yeah.
Like Joker. Fuck off, people.
Yeah, I've never had green hair before, so I was like,
it's fun.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like it. It's like
my new sim has green hair after the other one got eaten by a cow plant yesterday.
Wow, what?
A cow plant.
The fuck's a cow plant?
Tyler's response to what's a cow plant? They're these giant plants and it's got a giant cow head and an udder dangling off its neck. And if you don't feed them, it'll fucking eat you.
The Sims is weird, man.
I was like, let's see what happens with this. Yeah, I fucking died. It was real dead. So I made a little punk rock chick in her place.
Oh, nice.
And I fucking killed the cow plants because fuck that.
Wait, is that our house?
No.
Okay.
This is another one that I got bored. I got really upset with our house because there's way too many fucking people. It's a lot of work.
Is it just the 4 of us still, or have children shown up?
No, we have cats and dogs. So there are 8 entities in this house.
Damn, and it's haunted.
We have a seance. We have a seance table in our entryway and mirrors all over, a bunch of different mirrors all over the walls. Yeah.
It's exciting.
A podcast room. Adorable.
Seriously though, if you're not watching this, you're missing out. Hannah's makeup looks awesome. Like it looks really cool.
Way better on camera.
No, it looks awesome. The
camera's not great quality. So
I appreciate the fact that you took the black up all the way to like your waterline. Like it looks really cool.
It hurt. My eyes are kind of red. It helps that I have these like super green eyes too.
Yeah, but you're giving that like true emo raccoon eye fantasy,
Yeah, it's great. So happy Halloween. We decided to surprise record an episode on Halloween and put it out on Halloween.
Yeah, so normally if we're on our own schedule, we record on Sundays, but then we don't post the episode until Wednesday. But today we're actually going to post it today. So as soon as the video gets processed, or I'm sorry, the episode gets processed and you're able to see it on whatever platform you listen on, you can listen to it right away. Yeah.
And check out Facebook or Instagram or Twitter for the link to go watch the video.
Right. But ignore me fucking in the backgrounds. Ignore me fucking with my ear.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that.
One of my for those of you that don't know, my ears are stretched pretty big. One of my tunnels came out last night when I was asleep.
Oh no.
And my ear got really dry, and I didn't want to put it back in until I've had a chance to shower and like put some oil in there, because when your ears are stretched this big, you gotta take care of them. So anyway, welcome to Piercing Cast.
Piercing Cast. I had to take my nose piercing out to paint my nose, and there was still like a little white spot, and I forgot to put it back in, quite honestly. But it would look funny with a floating silver ring in the middle. Missing nose.
Speaking of looking funny, okay. So I, at some point in my Facebook career, have liked the page for Return of the Living Dead, which is one of my favorite horror movies and was filmed in Louisville, by the way.
Nice.
They have been just spamming the shit out of their Facebook page this month, I guess because it's October and they're trying to sell merch and things like that. And if you do like Return of the Living Dead, go check them out on Facebook because they have a lot of really cool stuff, like they legit do. But so they made this little short video and posted on their Facebook page today, and it was one of the scenes from the movie that I've not seen in a long time. It's the part where they're in, like, all the teenagers are in the graveyard and they're like partying. And that's yeah. And then that's yeah. And that's when the chemicals start getting into the ground and the bodies are reanimating. And this fucking skeleton pops up out of a coffin. Now, first of all, how the fuck did the skeleton get reanimated? Like, it's bones, but then it sits up and it's got eyeballs. Like, it's a skeleton.
So the first thing that would actually go is what's left.
And I was like, okay.
He needs to be able to see, Brandon.
Well, maybe it was a skeleton that had glass eyeballs. I don't know. Anyway, it just struck me. I was like, because, as much as I hate to be that person, whenever I'm watching things like that, like especially The Walking Dead, right? So at the point they're at in the show right now in The Walking Dead, it's been like almost 10 years since the zombie apocalypse, right? And there are still supposed to be zombies that are like still going from then. Like,
doesn't make any sense. They would have, especially in Georgia, they definitely would have.
Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, it's scary to see like a corpse moving. But at a point when there's no tendons or muscle or anything to move them, how the fuck are they moving?
Agreed.
It's just silly.
That's why you just go to an island and kill all the zombies on it and wait it out.
Except in The Walking Dead, the thing is that they're all infected already.
Oh, that's true.
So anytime someone dies, no matter where they are, they turn into a zombie.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Anytime somebody's dying, we just put them out in a rinky-dinky boat.
Well, and in one of the seasons of the spinoff show, they show their answer to that in like the cities that people live in. Basically, like if you are like one household, you're in like an apartment and you're locked in. Like there are bars on the doors and stuff. And so at one point, this guy dies and nobody knows it. They go to his apartment and he's turned, but he's not able to like find anybody because he's been locked in his apartment. So
quarantine.
Yeah, basically. Don't we love it? We all love it, right?
Shit. Yes.
So if I'm not mistaken, Hannah has something special planned for Halloween.
I do. For one, I was going to play this spooky background noises. Keep going.
Kind of sounds like someone hitting a bong.
It's a cauldron, Brandon. But okay, never mind. Fuck the Halloween sounds. Jesus.
What if
today, since it's Halloween, we're going to talk about the superstitions that you should be worried about for today.
Ooh, maybe in the post, like when I'm editing it, I can put in some creepy backing track while you're telling the superstitions.
Do that, Brandon.
Okay.
Add that in post.
We'll get it in post. It's
fine. Brandon's our AT guy, so it's fine. Okay, here are some superstitions for Halloween. Many people used to believe that owls swooped down to eat the souls of the dying. If they heard an owl hooting, they would become frightened. A common remedy was thought to be turning your pockets inside out and you would be safe.
What kind of sense does that make?
It doesn't. Most of these don't. It's fine.
but I mean, to be fair, owls are scary. Did we talk about the staircase? I think we did, right?
We have randomly mentioned the staircase, yes.
Yeah.
Owls. Listen, I watched the whole thing and I was furious until I goes, oh no, that makes sense. It's like, get out of here.
I mean,
get out.
Is it plausible? Sure. Does it make sense? Fuck no.
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
Not at all. Some believe if you catch a snail on Halloween night and lock it into a flat dish, whatever the fuck that means, then in the morning you will see the first letter of your sweetheart written in the snail slime. Well, oddly enough, a lot of these things have to do with finding your future love, which makes no sense.
No
Halloween.
wonder.
Freaking teenage girls have been ruining it forever.
No wonder Tinder's so popular.
Right. In Britain, people believe that the devil was a nut gatherer. At Halloween, nuts were used as magic charms.
Okay.
Just throw nuts at him.
Yeah.
He's right.
Stay back, Satan. Just throwing walnuts.
Peel an apple from top to bottom. The person with the longest unbroken peel would be assured the longest life. If you throw the apple peel over your shoulder, the initial it forms upon landing is the initial of your future mate.
That was the Roman thing, right? I read about that.
Yeah. In ancient Samhain festivals, bats would swoop over blazing fires to eat mosquitoes. If a bat flies around a house 3 times, it's a death omen. If bats come out early and fly around playfully, then it is a sign of good weather to come.
Do you think that's where the association of like Halloween and bats comes from?
Probably. And they're just out a lot right now anyway.
Yeah.
If a bat flies into a house, it's a sign that ghosts are about, and maybe the ghost let the bat in. If I were a ghost, I'd be letting bats into people's houses. Okay, come on.
Just being a general troublemaker, you know.
Yeah. If a girl puts a sprig of rosemary herb and a silver sixpence under her pillow on Halloween night, she will see her future husband in a dream. See, look, there's a ton of this shit. Calm down, teenagers. Chill out.
What are you so concerned about, Gertrude?
Calm your tits, Gertrude. You should walk around your home 3 times backwards and counterclockwise before sunset on Halloween to ward off evil spirits. If a candle flame suddenly turns blue, there's a ghost nearby.
When has that ever happened?
I don't know.
Candle flame suddenly
Apparently not to you, because you ain't got no ghosts.
Hannah, I will thank you not to bring up my trauma, okay?
Listen, though, when you first moved into that apartment that you're in now, like, it was getting weird.
Yeah, but I think that was
out, apparently.
I think that was just new apartment jitters, you know. Or you think?
I don't know. There's some weird shit.
I mean, that's fair, but you know, like I said before, I've always wanted undeniable proof. I've always wanted like full body apparition, like poltergeist kind of shit. You know, that's what I want.
We need to talk to the guys from the BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural stuff and be like, hey, we should be on there. Brandon can hang out with Shane and be like,
no.
I
wouldn't be able to stand that, the skeptic guy. He just drives me the wrong way.
Well, we can just hang out the other guy. We're fine. We'll protect him because he is often terrified.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
To prevent ghosts coming in your house on Halloween, bury animal bones or a picture of an animal near the doorway.
A
Those are
picture?
vastly different things. Yeah.
I thought of that fucking meme of like Barefoot Contessa, where it's like, if you can't afford local organic,
She
then
actually said that.
store bought is fine.
Yeah. Souls. Yeah. Or was it Hell Flames? Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she actually said that in that episode.
If you
That lady
can't
is rad.
if you can't afford actual animal bones, a picture is fine.
A picture is fine.
How does
The
that make
whole animal though, not the bones.
Oh, okay. Could it be the picture of an entire animal skeleton?
Couldn't hurt. I mean, I guess it could if you're really afraid of ghosts, but whatever.
If you're the animal, it could hurt. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't say go kill animal. Please don't kill any animals.
Yeah, don't
today.
do that. Yeah.
A person born on Halloween can see and talk to spirits.
I believe that.
If you go to a crossroads at Halloween and listen to the wind, you will learn all the most important things that will befall you during the next 12 months.
Including the man you're going to meet and marry and bear his offspring.
Kind of dreams, I guess.
Catherine.
What happened to Gertrude?
Well, it's a
Did her
different one.
candle flame turn?
Yeah, her
blue?
candle flame turned blue and now she's dead.
Here's another one, Brandon. When bobbing for apples, it is believed that the first person to bite an apple would be the first to marry.
I heard that.
Don't bob for apples this year, guys.
Yeah,
We're talking
please
about
don't do
this.
that. Look, you can be a COVID denier if you want, I guess. You're wrong, but that's your prerogative if you want to be wrong. But listen, COVID spreads through liquid, okay? Water droplets. So don't be putting your fucking face into a thing of water that like
I don't
20
even know
other
if that's a
people.
thing that people still do anymore. Bobbing for apples.
Well,
Is
you
that a
know
real
what?
thing?
With millennials, it's probably safe because it's probably all vodka. It's probably like bobbing for vodka balls.
Bobbing for apples and vodka. That's what
Yeah.
we're gonna do next year.
And
No
then
germs to be found.
yeah, that's safe.
And then we'll just put some margarita mix in there at the end or some daiquiri mix and drink it with everybody's face hair and shit in it. Gross. If you see a spider on Halloween, it could be the spirit of a dead loved one who's watching you.
I like to think my dead loved ones wouldn't be just showing up as spiders.
I would totally do that. Yep.
Maybe like what's the thing here? Is it a cardinal? That's an Appalachian thing, right? Like if you see a cardinal.
Cardinals?
Yeah.
I don't know. We see them everywhere, so I
Yeah.
hope
It's our state bird.
state bird and Ohio's. You have to share the state bird with Ohio.
You know
Fucking
what?
rude.
Okay, listen, this is one thing that peeves me, okay? And it might not bother anyone else. It probably doesn't. But when referring to geographic parts of northern and central Kentucky, it's often referred to as the Ohio Valley.
Mhm.
And that gets on my nerves. This ain't Ohio. And you could tell Tyler I said that.
Brandon said, fuck Ohio. Tyler says there's a lot of industry there.
That's the
He
perfect.
didn't actually say that's what he said every time somebody brings up Ohio. He goes, there's a lot of industry there. He really just made a really disappointed face. He's upset with you.
How was your trip, by the way?
It was good. Lots of fun. We saw some real dinosaur bones.
Nice.
Did you know that giant buffalo are a fucking thing?
I
Or
do
a
now.
thing? So we were just standing there looking at some skills, and this guy that worked there showed up and started talking to us, which is awesome. I fucking love that when people that know what's going on in there show up. We went to museums for our vacation this week.
Should have asked you about
We're
this
dorks.
before you started in on the Halloween
That's
stuff.
fine.
I just forgot.
We'll go back to this. He's like, hey, did you come this way or that way? And I was like, well, we came this way. And he's like, well, when you go into the next room, there's going to be a giant buffalo skeleton. I was like, giant buffalo? Sure as fuck. Like 6 foot horns on this motherfucker. He's huge. Huge.
I mean,
awesome.
Modern day buffalo are already pretty fucking big, so I can't imagine.
They're like 3 times the size.
That's crazy.
Gigantic. Because what we were talking about, lions, what were they called, Tyler? The lions that were in North America? We're still recording. I just want to know. So apparently they were lions, though, in North America. Big ass lions.
They were literally just called North American lions.
I think that's what they were called, North American lions. And he said that one of those North American lions could take down one of the giant buffalo by itself.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Right?
You know, did
you know that dire wolves aren't actually wolves?
No, what were they?
They're canids, but they're not wolves.
Okay.
We learned a lot of shit. It was cool. We're giant dorks, and we went on vacation to museums. Yeah.
Sounds great, actually.
Great. It was a lot of fun. Okay, we're gonna get into some more specific superstitions.
Okay.
This is about crossroads too. In Wales, a disembodied spirit was thought to be sitting on every crossroad on All Hallows Eve. But so you just didn't go there because there's just a spirit just chilling. Don't eat blackberries after Halloween. In the British Isles, it was said that it to be evil to eat blackberries after Halloween because on that night the spirit called the puka, which I thought whatever, comes out and defiles them. Pukas are defiling your blackberries, making them evil. Evil.
This seems like somebody hijacked a Wikipedia page and just wrote whatever the fuck they wanted to.
It's a mental floss. Wave a fiery stick for good luck on Halloween. In Scotland, you can secure good luck for yourself by waving around the red hot end of a fiery stick in certain mystic figures.
You know what I've also often thought about here in the past few months is that sometimes we associate like certain countries with creepiness, like Romania, you know, because of all the Dracula shit. But like
shit that Romania didn't actually do.
Yeah. I really think that Scotland is probably like the scariest place.
To go to Scotland.
Because all of this shit comes out of Scotland. Like a lot of like
Scotland and Wales.
Yeah. Just saying.
Go.
Same.
Yeah. That's because it was a violent fucking country.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find Nessie as well.
Right. Samesies. Let's go, Brandon. I'm 28% Scottish. Let's go.
Yeah, she's like, I'm home. I tried to do a Scottish
I keep
accent.
referring to England and Scotland and Ireland as the homeland to Tyler, the motherland. Because we both have a lot of those in like our ancestry. Like one day when we visit the motherland. Okay. The Welsh families had an especially creepy bonfire tradition. After building a huge fire, each member of the family would throw a small white stone they had marked in some way. The next morning, they'd search through the remains of the fire to find the stones. If one was missing, it meant that that person wouldn't live to see another Halloween.
Okay.
I'd be like, I'm doing this shit. In the Western Isles, it was considered bad luck to leave your house on Halloween. Just stay home.
I mean,
don't risk it.
I mean, I could see that if you know, because like the whole tradition of like trick-or-treating was like to appease the spirits. It was like a way of appeasing the spirits. So like I could see people just being like, you know what, just don't fucking go anywhere.
Yeah,
Just stay home.
Norman seamen who ventured out to sea on Halloween were said to have a double sight. That is, each one beheld a living likeness of himself seated in close contact. And if he was engaged in any work, the phantom was doing the same.
That seems oddly
Isn't that-
specific.
Right? You just see yourself if you're out at sea. Ooh. Eat an apple on Halloween for good health. Not all superstitions were spooky, apparently. Some had to do with mundane health matters. In some Celtic lands, it was thought if you eat a large apple under an apple tree at midnight on Halloween wearing only a bed sheet, you would never get a cold.
Is that where the
That's very specific.
is that where the ghosts like in bed sheets comes from?
Probably. People saw a bunch of people sitting under fucking apple trees.
They're like, well, this is fucking weird.
Watch a bull on Halloween to predict the weather. This one is pretty cool. Some people thought that whatever direction a bull was facing while lying down on Halloween would be the direction from which the wind would blow for most of the winter.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Whatever. Weather prediction methods were rad, Brandon. Fuck off. To protect your fields, light a torch and sing on Halloween. As late as the 17th century, it was customary for farmers in Scotland and elsewhere to walk around their fields with a lighted torch, singing or chanting to protect their fields from harm. So that's kind of like earlier, the stick, waving the lit stick around.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, witches again. Halloween was once called Witches' Night or Devil's Sunday and was thought to be the occasion for a major celebration led by His Satanic Majesty. Witches were said to leave sticks in their beds to fool their husbands and then ride to the festivals on broomsticks, anointed with the fat of murdered unbaptized infants, or failing that, a cat. All Scotch boys, right?
What?
I think they mean a murdered cat, not a
Still
not riding a cat.
Still. That seems like such a cop-out. It's like, well, fucking Agatha literally murdered her grandchild and brought its blood while
This
fucking
bitch found a cat that got run over by a wagon.
yeah, and fucking Susan over here just brought a fucking cat.
Susan. Oh Lord. All Scotch boys will remember how tired the cats were the day after Halloween. What? Maybe they did ride the cats. Maybe that's what they mean. That they rode a cat instead of a... I need more information.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
This is some pitied their miserable appearance. Others were mad at them for carrying the witches. So yes, people were riding cats if they couldn't ride a broom covered in the fat of a murdered infant. Talk about cop out. Oh my god, that's even better. Listen, my cats would be so upset with me. Like, come here, kitty.
I mean, Lucy's pretty, she's like big enough to ride, I think.
What?
She heard me, yeah. Okay. I think she sees the dog.
Kill it with fire.
But yeah, what? Just what? Just what? Just what? What?
Oh man. Yep, that was a perfect end to all superstitions.
Oh.
Get your broom out, put some murder baby fat on it,
Lucy,
or just ride your cat.
Lucy, saddle up, bitch.
Saddle up, bitch. Brayden doesn't have any murdered baby fat this
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, I couldn't find any at the store. Oh God, guys.
Yes. Don't murder
Oh,
babies so that you can fly on a broom.
yeah, please don't do that. But also, I just love Halloween.
Me
And
too.
I'm like already sad that it's like gonna be over tomorrow.
Too. We were sitting at lunch and I was like, oh, it's Halloween. That means no more Halloween tomorrow. But listen, food holiday is coming.
That's true. Yeah.
Food
The best.
holiday.
The best holiday. In terms of like
Definitely.
being an adult, you know, like obviously like Halloween's great, but Halloween's way cooler when you're a kid.
It's true.
But yeah.
Yay. Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope everyone watches something spooky tonight or has a seance or
Do some weird shit.
yeah, get freaky.
Don't murder babies to fly on brooms and don't go bobbing for apples.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Unless it's vodka.
it's whatevs. Vodka. You can bob for apples and vodka, yes.
But it's a Sunday, so I imagine you're probably not gonna want to do that and be hungover for work tomorrow. So
you know what, Brandon? Let them live their lives.
but yeah, you do. I mean, you do you is what I'm saying. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Please, if you guys do anything extra creepy or you have a fun experience or anything like that tonight, feel free to send us your stories or your experiences. We're always looking for that kind of stuff. It's like one of our favorite things to do. It's a listener stories episode. And if you would like to reach us, you can reach us at
GhostWrittenPodcast@gmail.com or on our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, where this video will be posted at GhostWrittenPod. If you like what you see with video, you can go to our Patreon and join us there so you can see recordings of every episode and get some bonus content too.
It's real cheap.
Real cheap. We're cheap, so we understand.
Yeah, we're cheap hoes. I think it's that time, Hannah.
It's that time, Brandon.
Ooh.